with my watch.
You're just dead on. It's showtime. Hi, everybody.
Howdy.
Happy birthday, America. United States of America. And happy Canada Day for our Canadian friends. So,
Yes, sir.
and everybody else in the world, it ain't your birthday. It ain't ours today either. We got another couple days yet to go. Not till Friday, but today is Tuesday, July 1st. So, welcome everybody. And Trackside Mike, he gets a cookie for being number one today.
Howdy, Mike.
That and $2 will get you a cup of coffee there, Mike. So, and then there's Joe.
Hello, Raider. What's going
Raider.
on?
How you doing, Joe? And there's John, Schuylkill River Valley. How you doing,
Hello,
John?
John at Schuylkill River.
And then we got Darren Hamill. How you doing tonight, buddy?
Hi, Darren.
And Ken Amos. How you doing, buddy?
Yeah, how's it going?
Dan's Model Railroad Journey.
Howdy,
How you
Dan.
doing? And Kyle Stevens. Kyle.
Howdy, Kyle.
And, I think I got everybody caught up. I know. Classic Model O scale trains.
You know who that is?
No, I wouldn't. I have not Thomas.
That's our spike collector friend.
Thomas. Change
Thomas.
my name every week, Thomas.
Yeah, change my Hey, Thomas.
Okay. Rail Artist, how's it going?
Hey, rail artist.
So, and there's Lee,
Lee.
our man. Yeah, Enfield Road layout in the loft over across the pond.
Hey, Lee, hadn't seen you in a while. How you doing?
So, Rail Artist. So, me and Robert were discussing on, he's fooling around with his trucks on his pulpwood cars. And he's got a problem with his hole being too big. And it's so big that his washer goes through it.
Yep.
That's not good.
That's not good. Everybody can see the hole in the truck. The washers actually go inside of that hole.
That hole's so big.
So they're not doing their job when they do that.
That's a hole so big I could crawl through there. That's a big hole.
It is. There's Anthony.
So happy, according to Thomas, today's Union Pacific's birthday. Happy birthday, Union Pacific.
Hey, Dwight.
Anthony! Dwight? How's it going, buddy? Dwight. And it's Wilmer, not Wimmer.
Wimmer. Hi, Wimmer.
I usually get called Wilma, but Wimmer, that's a new one.
There's Sparky.
Wig wang! How's it going? Sparky, how's it going, my friend? Happy Canada Day. Early. I guess
Not
it's
early. No,
Huh?
July 1st is Canada Day.
Oh, July 1st is Canada Day.
Yeah.
And July 4th is America's birthday.
Yep.
People calling him Dwight Tuna, the tuna can. I'm afraid to ask the story on that, but
Yes.
might not like
I
that.
don't know it either.
I might not like that rabbit hole we go down. Yes, it is. Canada Day. You thought I'd forgot.
I promise
Sparky,
I will, Thomas.
I didn't forget Sparky. Just because Robert reminded me.
I'm married to a Canadian, so I don't forget.
Yeah.
Thomas, I will get one when I get over. I just have not gone along the tracks yet. I promise I'll pick you up one when I do, though.
You did post a few videos today. You need people to sign up for the meet and greet. Don't forget Sparky's meet and greet. You need to sign up so he knows how many people's going to be there. Please. Please. Please.
Please.
No, you got to put your face up to the camera and go, please.
Please.
That's scary.
That is, isn't it? Hey, Floyd. Yeah, I don't want to scare people away, do I?
Well, I seen your one video, Sparky, on you're going to have another dining car experience, which that is very cool. That is very cool. I remember the one we had at Steamtown. It's pretty cool. That's just some of the activities planned for the big meet and greet. So get a hold of Sparky and sign up. Remind me later on, Sparky, and I'll give you another plug. Floyd Robbins, how you doing tonight there, Floyd? Meals on Wheels. Yeah. Moving train. Oh, it's a moving train.
Not, yeah.
Well, I ain't going to say I'm not, Joe, but
yeah, I won't be there, unfortunately.
That's a little ways for Robert to come.
Yeah.
Except for in the spring. Because he's a spring chicken.
Hey, Raymond. What'd you say? What'd you say?
What did I say? See, you ain't even listening. I'm right here beside you. The train will be moving. That ought to be interesting. DB Tech is coming up for Timonium this year. Or no, that's Sparky. I'm trying to read Joe's and Sparky's stuff. DB Tech is coming. Cool. Yeah. I wouldn't mind going down to Timonium in October. They say it's a lot nicer than the one in the spring.
I've been to the October one.
Have you?
Yep, it is nice. But the one in the spring is just about the same.
Am I taking the GO train? No. Oh, I bet you're thinking of the Amtrak train that I've taken down before. I could. If I could get somebody to pick me up there at the train station. I'd go to the Baltimore. Grandpa Rails and Jack Jack are coming up. Wow. You got to tell him to swing over and pick up Robert. He could come up too. Yeah, I mean, they're all in Texas. They can just swing by Longview and pick you right up.
Yeah, they have to come this way, actually.
Yeah. You get a ride up to Timonium and a ride back.
Hey, Rusty, how's it going?
You could entertain Jack Jack and JD the whole way.
I could.
Yep.
I'll sing and dance in the car.
There you go.
RDNT, how are you?
N-Scalers Modeling Pennsylvania Railroad. Free to U.S. and Canadians paying shipping. What's Anthony talking about there?
I don't know.
What are you talking about, Anthony? Free to
Yeah, that's what I'll do, Thomas. I'll aggravate it.
Any N-Scalers in chat modeling Pennsylvania Railroad. Oh, you must got something that you said will be free shipping to U.S. and Canadians. Randy, how's it going, RDNT? Now I'm going down through the chat, and I feel like Dave because I got behind there.
Tell Wilmer to look further in the chat.
Yeah, look further in the chat. I did. But anyhow.
Yeah, I'm yawning.
So why don't you show everybody what you've been doing there, Robert?
Well, I haven't done much since the last show. I don't know how much of this y'all saw. So these are these are KCS pulpwood cars made in the 60s. They were Pullman Standard made them. So I am partially through with it. I put on new
Coupler boxes.
Yeah, draft gear boxes. Trying to think. Good grief, what's wrong with me? And then I did detailed the end of it.
We're only an hour show to tell you what's wrong with you.
Huh?
I said we're only an hour show. We can't tell you what's all wrong with you.
Yeah. So I put the ladders on this end. I've got to put the ladders on that end too. So, and then I told you the problem with the trucks that I'm having. So hopefully I'll get that fixed. But I've got the angle iron on it, so you can see on the edges. Those were put on there instead of having a depression in the center. They were put angle iron on the edges to make the logs sit at an angle. So, and that's it. As soon as I get the other ladders on and the stirrups, I can start painting. So that'll be it.
So what else you've been doing?
Huh?
See what else you've been doing.
I have not done much. Last week was at work was awful because the lady I work with, hey Jason, the lady I work with was off all last week and everything decided to go crazy. So I was working like 10-hour days and I just didn't come out to the train room at all last week. So
I
still got to
understand.
finish painting my track. It's all primered. I just got to finish painting it. So I was doing it on my show.
There's Jason, Colonel Cotton Belt.
Yeah, he went to that train show and didn't buy me anything. Terrible.
Yeah, I think I like Train Freak a little bit better than Colonel Cotton Belt. That sounds like something at Easter time. Here comes Colonel Cotton Belt, up and down the bunny trail.
He's got a whole slew of rolling stock for me to buy. Oh no,
Who's that?
Jason!
Oh, Jason.
Like I need more.
Sure you do. Never have enough, brother.
I've already got to buy another toolbox because I've run out of my my track. My interchange track is all full already.
So what, is his rolling stock too new for his era?
Yeah,
And that's why he's sending it off to you?
yeah. That's
Because I know he was going back, what, in the 40s for his era, wasn't he?
50s. Yeah,
50s?
yeah, late 50s. So yeah, so the stuff he had from later, I guess he wants to sell.
Nothing wrong with that. And he can probably get some nice rolling
Oh,
stock.
he's working on a guy's estate. Aha.
Oh. 1958. That's a year newer than me. Sparky said that your KCS flat car looks like a CP to him. Robert froze.
Did I?
Yeah, you did. While you was holding your glasses out like this. Thank
Huh.
you. Did you hear the Sparky comment?
No.
No. There it is. He froze again. You got to quit saying that stuff. He keeps freezing. He's froze. His internet must be messed up. Hey, Nathan,
Hey.
how's it going, my friend?
I had
Very
to.
good. You're
I had to change internet connections.
I was going to say, because you kept freezing up.
Yeah. Yeah, I changed connections. So.
Every time we say CP, 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 Robert froze up.
That's what it was.
On Canada Day, it made Robert freeze.
Yes. It's not a CP car. Actually, I'm lying. It actually was, believe it or not.
Oh.
So Walther, Walther's made these, and they had made them. The ends were inset. somewhat. And they made them with short draft gearboxes. So once I put the right draft gearboxes on it, it made it the correct length. And then I also had to move the bulkheads out to the end. That's right. I'm mad you didn't get me that lantern. That's what it was. Saw it at the train show and he didn't get it for me. Can you believe it?
What lantern was that?
Oh, didn't you? His video, he was at the Northwest Arkansas train show.
Okay.
So he bought himself stuff, but didn't buy me anything. Can you believe that?
I know. What do you think about that? I didn't get nothing either.
Yeah. What's wrong with Jason, man?
Hey, there's Ray Bobel. How you doing, Ray?
Hey, Ray. Sorry, my eyes are really itchy. Allergies getting to me.
So, do we have anything special planned for our Independence Day celebration?
Hey, Stu, how you doing? Stu Structures.
Hey, how's it going, Mark?
Yeah, Mark, it's Stu Structures. Yeah.
Right.
I'm going to my sister's.
In Virginia?
No, in
Oh.
Shreveport.
I was going to say, hey, that's pretty close. I might have to see if I can meet you.
Yeah. That'd be a drive.
Well,
Actually, my sister in Virginia is coming down next week down here. So
I doubt if I'd trust my clunker to go even to Virginia. That's the truth.
Oh, you won't, Jason. Ain't no beavers in Louisiana.
Mark says he's working for his independence.
Yeah. Get Mini Prints to print me some nutrias. I'll put some nutrias on the layout. We got those.
Fireworks. I seen a thing on the news before I came up here this evening, and because of the tariffs, our fireworks are going to cost more this year. Since almost all of them come from China.
Yeah. Yeah, we need to make him do some nutrias. I'll put those in my swamp.
You need some gators for in your swamp. Well, I think you did get some gators, didn't you?
I have one gator. I probably want to get maybe a couple more. See you, Jason. Yeah, but Rusty Nutria is just a big rodent. Actually, it's a big swamp rat. But people do make felt hats out of them, just like they do beavers.
I don't know if this is new or not, but I think it's a recent Rapido train. Here, wait a minute. Put it up here. It's easier to read. It's making a warehouse somewhere in Buffalo because of the more American demands in Canadian than Canadian. That was what is said. So you're telling me Rapido's going to move to America?
Well, I think they're just putting a warehouse here.
Right. That way they probably beat the tariffs.
Yeah, and double tariffs because they got to get them from China, which Canada has tariffs on China.
Yeah.
and then they just send them here, and you have U.S. tariffs on them, so they just do them straight from China to the U.S. and
Right. John Patterson, how you doing tonight?
hey, John.
You say, my father built me a fantastic Lionel train layout in the basement in the early 70s. It had bi-level tracks, 2 mountains, and an access point in the center that would control trains. What glory. Yep. Lionel, you must have had a pretty big basement. I mean, Lionel set that back in the 70s. My son had an O-scale layout, a Lionel layout, just in the one set of his. It took up. It was a pretty nice sized room, and it took the room like unbelievable. It made that room look really small.
Yeah, there were Thomas. Read us what he said again. KCS did have steam locomotives, but they got rid of theirs early, like in the 53 or something like that. I think they were all diesel by the mid 50s.
Well, we're having our celebration kind of tomorrow. The only time my son says he can get away from his job, I guess.
On a Wednesday?
Go figure. I don't know. I that's how I got the third. But we're having a thing up at my sister's house. That way we can use the pool. And
That's nice.
yeah, my daughter, she's out of town. So it'd be just my son and his family. And
Go to Pennsylvania if you want to see Wilmer do a cannonball.
I like doing cannonballs. Watch the water level go down because it's out on the side of the pool. I think I might try that sliding board out too if I go up. I was watching my grandson Dylan. I watched him go down the slide, and my brother-in-law, and I thought, yep, I think that might be fun. Do I have any O-scale trains? Nope. That's out of my price range. Nope. I don't have the room for an O-scale. I barely have the room for HO. And I don't have the eyeballs for N-scale, so. How many siblings do I have? I have 2. I have a son and a daughter.
No, your siblings.
Oh, siblings. I have 2. I have a sister and a brother. And I'm the oldest.
That's why you're so bossy.
Are you the youngest, Robert?
Middle.
You're the middle. Yeah, middles always complain.
The forgotten child.
Yeah, they're complainers. Okay. The oldest is the experimental models.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's right.
And the youngest get everything.
That's right.
I mean, everything. They're so spoiled it stinks. And if you're an only child, ooh, that's even worse. My sister's pretty terrific. I like my sister. And my brother's, he's a good guy. I love my brothers and sisters. So I get along pretty good with my sister's husband too. So Randy says he's in the middle too, Robert.
Yeah. Wigwag says he's the youngest of 7. Wow.
Yeah.
That's why he's spoiled.
Randy's stuck in the middle with you. So. I have a picture of American Flyer layout my dad built in the mid-1960s. And all the cars were metal, lit up, steam engine, and that makes smoke. Several accessories were working. That's
American Flyer.
American Flyer. Boy, a lot of people had American Flyer back in the day.
Right, Randy. Yeah, for your wife.
I got a whole group of people that are just like American Flyer fanatics. That you see them at the train shows. They have their own booths and everything, for American Flyer stuff. Yep, Steelers
My
wheel.
first train set was HO. So
Mine was too. HO.
yeah, so that's all I've ever had.
First time I saw N scale, I was like, "Oh, look at the cute little train."
I can put it in my mouth.
Oh, it's so small.
Yeah.
And then I saw Z scale. I was like, "Ooh, that's too tiny."
I'd never get that thing on the track.
I still have my first engine.
I don't have my first engine. I've got a couple cars from my first
Where
set.
it's at? I probably have it boxed up, put away. It was a Bachmann Amtrak train, believe it or not. It was pretty cool for the time. You know what I mean? It wasn't DCC, but it's got little blinker lights and stuff like that goes off on it. What was your first engine? Do you remember?
It was an F unit.
An F unit.
Mm-hmm.
KCS?
A chassis.
A chassis.
Yeah.
A chassis. How about that?
Yeah. Got it in 1970, Christmas of 73, I think it was. Yeah, I was 10. So
Nathan wants to know if yes, I watched the Addams Family, and I know the train scenes where they blew up the trains and the trains crashed. Yeah.
Yeah. Gomez Adam liked to crash his trains.
Is that what you're going to do, Nathan? Is do an Addams Family on yours? I can't afford to do that. Dan's Model Railroad said he sold his first train set to fund my latest projects. Oh. No, it wasn't an F unit. Nope. My Amtrak was not an F unit. First off, I don't think Amtrak ever had F units. on Amtrak.
I want to say they did.
Do you think they did? Robert's going to look it up. No, mine's not an F unit, though. I forget what it is. It's not an F unit.
Yes, initially, Amtrak inherited some older EMD E and F units.
Okay. They paint them up with the Amtrak color, and
Yep,
they did.
got a
Wow.
picture right here.
Oh, we'll put it up on screen here.
Oh, it wants me to create an account.
Well, create an account.
Hold on.
Boxcar Jerry, how you doing tonight, Jerry?
So let's see. I will present. I will share screen. Entire screen. Share. So there's a picture of some F units.
Oh, cool.
Oh, and there's a production one. HO scale came out this year. How about that?
Cool. Right here's what I got. Oh, where'd it go? There it is. That one right there. If you can see I guess you won't see my pointer. The EMD F40PH.
Yeah. They had some E units also, so you can see these E units here. There is one from Pinterest. There you go.
All right. So we got schooled a little bit on on E units with Amtrak.
Yeah, I thought they did like right in the beginning.
Yeah. Let's see here. John Patterson says he recalls my parents taking me to Eaton's and Simpson's HQ headquarters in Toronto in 1970. The HO train displays were new at the time. Took up half an acre in the store.
Oh yeah, I remember stores having big train displays and stuff like that.
Yeah, especially at Christmas time. Boy, you'd see all kind of stuff. Anthony's first one was a H24-66 Santa Fe Trainmaster.
A Varney, all right. That's cool, Joe.
A Varney. That's old, Joe.
Weren't they like elastic? They had a elastic band, a rubber band powered kind of thing.
I thought that was I think that was Athearn that actually had a rubber band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think Athearn bought the Varneys.
Oh, maybe
Varney or
that might be
something like that. Yeah, that's.
I believe there was an KCS Amtrak F unit and E units.
They might have sold some to Amtrak. That's very possible.
Yeah, very possible. How many in this chat would ever model train they had under the Christmas tree?
But I didn't ever put mine under the tree. I mean,
Me neither.
it was in the package under the tree, but that was it.
Yeah, me neither. I mean, well, when I grew up, we lived in, for the most part, lived in a mobile home, and there just wasn't room.
A Marks. Wow.
Floyd, that's pretty old. Marks. Man, Barney's and Marks. Yeah. A lot of people did. I always admired when I go to friends' house or cousins or something and they had a train under the tree. I always thought that was pretty cool. Possum Bayou. My first train was a Tyco, as many others. Mine was a Bachmann,
Mine was Lifelike.
lifelike.
Yeah.
That's tight, same type deal as Taco.
Yeah.
Tyco.
Yeah,
You know-
but it had a chassis A unit and a chassis caboose, and then I think it had 4 cars with it, 4 or 5. It was a pretty big set. I mean, because it had like 4 or 5 cars with it.
Sparky had a CN F unit. It's his first, and it was lifelike.
Yeah. Yeah, this is
Floyd says he's 73 years young. You're only a couple years older than me, Floyd.
this was a car out of my first train set.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you came all
I've got a
weathered.
couple. Yeah, I weathered it. It was actually one of the first cars I ever weathered when I was like 12 or something.
In Canada, he said back when he was young, Sparky said when he was young, all he could get was CN or CP.
Yeah.
You couldn't get American stuff, United States stuff.
Well, they probably just sold those road names up there in Canada, I imagine.
Robert, did your F unit have a power torque? A power
It was just a regular old motor, just a regular old Lifelike.
power torque. All right, I gotta ask, what's a power torque?
I don't know if he means like a flywheel or something like that. Lifelike didn't have that kind of stuff. It was just an old can motor. That's all it was.
Yep. Oh, okay. Rolling stock was a free-for-all, but train sets were strictly Canadian. Well, that's kind of patriotic, though. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that, I guess.
So I think it was just a pretty little can.
It's a type of motor that is designed differently, Nathan says. That's what the torque motor means. We went through that earlier today, Anthony, having the thunderstorms and torrential downpours. Man, it's been like every day for the last week, we get a 10-minute rain that drops 2 inches of rain.
Yep, Floyd, I had one of those too, come to think of it. I had forgotten about that, but I had one of those. It was, you put a couple of D-cell batteries in the locomotive and it ran on some plastic track. Yep, I did have one of those when I was a lot younger, like 5 or something, like 5 or 6.
Rusty says it's storming there too. There was battery stuff around then. Wow. I wouldn't mind a battery operated. If I can do it with all the bells and whistles and stuff that you get with this, you know what I mean? Wouldn't have to clean track no more.
I really wanted to do battery power, but they just haven't quite got the battery small enough for HO.
No, not yet. It's coming. It's coming.
I'm sure it's coming, but it ain't happening yet. If it does, I've got all the stuff. I can do it.
You got
all I need to do is buy the batteries.
You got all the stuff, do you?
I've got the recharger and all that kind of stuff, and I've got the little remote thing that you put inside the locomotive. So,
Sparky, my first train set I got for Christmas, my dad set it up, did the scenery, and allowed me to watch it while he played with it. PT, it was my Christmas gift from Santa. It was his Christmas gift from Santa. Watch Dad play with it.
See you, Randy.
Raymond Anthony says, next thing you know, we'll have nuclear-powered model trains. I don't know about all that. Solar, maybe. We could put windmills on them. Good night, Randy. It is 10 till. I guess before I go, I'd make another plug for Sparky's meet and greet. He needs people to sign up. If they're going to come, sign up so he knows how many people are on there. Sparky's meet and greet. Look at that. I could be the spokesperson for Sparky's.
You could.
Yes.
You ought to go on the television.
You come on there and go, hi there. This is Uncle Wilbur here again to tell you to be at Sparky's meet and greet. Oh, yes, you need to sign up. The Sparky needs to know who all's coming. Be there or be square. Wow. Anthony said you just got a tornado warning. You got a nice basement you can play around with your train while the tornado comes through.
That's right.
Anthony.
The house will collapse, but he'll be down there with his trains.
Ken says you keep those tornadoes. Sparky put a here. He put a link here. I'll put it up on the screen here for you guys for the sign up. So here's one of the 4 sign up videos for you to go to. Just click the link and you go right to it and sign up. All right. Thomas says he has an old Durango and Silverton Railroad spike. Does it say Durango and Silverton on it somewhere that you know it's from there, Thomas? The meet and greet is in Kitchener, Toronto area this year. Great area for family vacation. Where's your cat at tonight, Robert?
Oh, he didn't come in. He was out roaming, I guess.
Oh, man. It just ain't a show without seeing his butt at least once.
Yeah. Let's see. Is he outside the front door here? Let's see.
I had to speak. I gotta learn to keep my mouth shut sometimes.
Yes.
There he is. I see the tail and the butt. Oh.
He's there. Come make your appearance on the TV.
Cool.
Come make your appearance.
That's pretty cool. Pretty cool, Thomas. Yeah, I know, Raymond. I'm with you. He said he'd like to be there, but instead we're going to be square.
There he is. There he is.
There he is. Big gray kitty. Well, I hope everybody gets their fill of hot dogs and hamburgers.
Yeah. And has a safe and happy 4th of July.
Yes, sir. If you're out traveling on the road, be very safe. Don't drink and drive.
And don't drive and drink either.
Right. Don't forget beer. Well, I don't drink, so won't be beer. I don't even think there'll be root beer there. Oh, Anthony says power's out.
Uh-oh.
That's not good, Anthony. Root beer is good. I like root beer.
Yeah, eat plenty of watermelon. I had some watermelon today. It was good. And I'm growing watermelons. I've got 3 on the way so far.
I had some cantaloupe. You ever eat cantaloupe?
Yeah, not a big cantaloupe eater.
Yeah, my wife doesn't care for it. I think it's just a unique taste all of its own, which I find good myself.
Yeah, I'm not a big cantaloupe eater.
We got one give to us, and she cut it all up for me, and I ate the whole thing myself.
No, not twice a day. Once they're established, you don't have to do it quite that often.
Well, watermelon and squash and cucumbers, they all take a lot of water. You need a lot of water.
Usually water every other night once they're established. And it's been raining a lot here too.
See, that's great for them. Nope, they ought to do great for you this year.
Yeah.
Well,
They say water them up until the time they start.
Never did drugs. Never did.
Until the time they start ripening, and then while they're ripening, don't water them. So it concentrates all the sugars into the melon.
Good for you, Nathan. I did the smoking and drinking and that. Now I get to spend most of my time going to doctors. Time and money.
Yeah, Rusty, we have water in the air too. It's around here. It's called humidity. There's plenty of it.
Oh, Rusty it's got plenty of it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mark, I'm with you. I did it all above and lived, but how well are we living is the question. Yeah, it's falling out of the sky pretty good right now. Well, folks, I think we're going to call this one a night. I thank you all.
It's up time already, huh?
And I thank you all for joining. Have a safe holiday, you guys in Canada. I hope you're having a great time and a wonderful day for the holiday. And ours will be this Friday. Well, mine's tomorrow. Okay. But happy birthday, America. So I thank you all for stopping by and listening to me and Robert rant and go on a little bit, reminisce a little bit. I did have a train going tonight, if y'all see. And we'll be seeing you soon. So take care. God bless each and every one of you. Be safe. Remember, don't drink and drive. Have fun, though. We'll see you later.
See ya.
Bye now.